Good morning. My name is Father Rayappa from a village called Ekattupadi near Vellore, South India. I'm going to talk about Laudato Si, Pope Francis's encyclical on ecology and environment. And I'm going to read paragraph number 26 from the first chapter of Laudato Si. The first chapter is titled as What is Happening to Our Common Home? Pope is writing so beautifully in the subheading called Climate as a Common Good. Pope is writing so beautifully that climate is a gift from God, it's an inheritance. It is nahala in Hebrew word nahala. So it is our biological wealth, and the climate God found it was good. Everything was created, and the first chapter of Genesis states that whatever He created, especially environment, He found good. From that statement, we should understand God loves the healthy environment, the clean environment. He loves it. So, as human persons, we should preserve and conserve a clean environment. That is the praise and thanksgiving we can give to the Creator. So God found it good, and we should also find it good. But now the climate is very a precarious situation. So much of greenhouse gases we are put in the atmosphere, and that is causing lot of problems. And many people, they don't understand what's going on. Even the scientific information is not convincing this pessimist. And many people think the climate will fix itself. It's a natural occurrence, it's a natural phenomenon, nothing to do with humans. So they think everything will be automatically fixed. And I think it's going to um, worsen in the coming decades. Already we have put so much of carbon into the atmosphere. It's almost 405% of carbon dioxide by volume in the atmosphere. That is the concentration of carbon dioxide. It's almost 54% of concentration in the atmosphere, and it's going to worsen. It's going to worsen, and Pope is calling for uh, remodeling our production, distribution, and consumption, and the developing countries are paying the big price. Actually, the first world, the rich countries caused the global warming and climate change, but the poor people are paying for it. And the Pope is calling for the renewal of energy systems like electricity and transportation. He's calling for the invention of new technology which can be operated on renewable energy. So much of sun, look at that in India and in Saudi Arabia and all Southeast Asian countries, but we don't have solar panels and we are burning coal. That is sad. So much of water in the Western world, and they are burning coal too. They could use the water, hydrothermal energy, green energy. What is making our humans? What's going on? Can't we open our eyes and see? Jesus is telling you, stupid people, why don't you wake up? You know how to interpret the environment and the climate. When the wind is blowing from the west, Jesus says, from the Mediterranean side, you say that rains are coming. When the wind is blowing from the south, which means Sahara Desert, you say summer is coming. You fools, how come you can't understand what's going on right now? We need a sense of urgency. That is what we need. The creeping normalcy that is invading our lifestyle. And we are addicted to crypto normalcy. But we need to wake up. We need to wake up and awakening. Awakening is what is needed. That is the sense of urgency. So Pope is calling for renewable energy like geothermal energy and hydro energy, solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, and even nuclear energy. It's much better than coal. Coal is being used around the world almost 60%. And if we could reduce the usage of coal by maybe 30%, maybe we burn coal 30%, we use nuclear energy 10%, and we go for another 20% solar, another 10% wind, hydrothermal, another 20 to 30%, we can achieve. That is what Pope is telling. We will not be polluting Earth. We will not be damaging our environment. Greenhouse gases will be reduced considerably. So that is what Pope is telling in this paragraph. And I'm going to read it for you, and then we will discuss a little bit. Okay? Laudato Si, chapter 1, climate as a common good, and paragraph number 26. Pope writes as follows. Many of those who possess more resources and economic or political power seem mostly to be concerned with masking the problems or concealing their symptoms, simply making efforts to reduce some of the negative impacts of climate change. However, many of these symptoms indicate that such effects will continue to worsen if we continue with current models of production and consumption. There is an urgent need to develop policies so that in the next few years, the emission of carbon dioxide and other highly polluting gases can be drastically reduced. For example, substituting for fossil fuels and developing sources of renewable energy. Worldwide, there is minimal access to clean and renewable energy. There is still a need to develop adequate storage technologies. Some countries have made considerable progress, although it is far from constituting a significant proportion. Investments have also been made in means of production and transportation which consume less energy and require fewer raw materials, as well as in methods of construction and renovating buildings which improve their energy efficiency. But these good practices are still far from widespread. Yes. So, production of energy, especially renewable energy, is very important. Transportation. We burn so much of diesel and petrol, fossil fuel, polluting our environment. So Pope is calling for a new technology that can reduce considerable greenhouse gases, probably hybrid cars. It's already running on the road. Only one thing, government should subsidize them, and then people should be able to buy them because they are very expensive. I mean, they are environmentally good, but very expensive. That's why people, they don't buy them. They buy the cheaper version of fossil fuel burning cars. That's why pollution is more. I think United Nations should look into this matter, and also the international politics should do that. So, and also there is hydrogen fuel cell car which runs on water, or some other cars which can run on wind or battery powered. These are all green cars. People can use them at the same time not polluting greenhouse gases. These cars are available some 20 years back. I'm talking about, it's not a new technology. 20 years back, these cars were developed, but they have kept it only for few people. I mean, it should have been widespread. All the people can use them. We should close down the car manufacturing factories which depend on these fossil fuels. We should promote an industry which produces hybrid cars, hydrogen fuel cell cars, battery cars, wind power cars. It's very sad, isn't it? Very sad. I think 20 years back, it's all available. We could have, by this time, um, promoted around the world. And also, Pope is telling new technology should be employed in construction business and demolishing buildings and maybe energy efficient homes, which means um, you build in such a way that your house is comfortable environmentally and also in the temperature wise. So you maintain in your house always 24, 25 degrees Celsius. That is the way the new technological engineering. So we should bring it to our people around the world. So Laudato Si. So the subheading called climate as a common good. This climate is a common good. Pope argues that we should protect it. And this climate should be good. God found this climate was good in the first chapters of Genesis. In the same way, humans also should find it good and keep it good. Paragraph number 26. Laudato Si, Pope Francis, encyclical on ecology and environment. And thank you and God bless.